Alright, Rebecca, you got anything left to
I gotta
say?
get back to work. You might want to do the same.
God damn it, Rebecca. God damn it. What about William? Where'd he go? There he is. He's off. Hey, William. You have anything to say to me now? Still nothing? This asshole. He's the worst character. He has no development. No emotions. No anything. Alright, let's check our emails, Desmond. Whoa. Stop taking cover behind the computer. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Scroll through everything. Here we go. William Miles, status. Sean's continuing his search for additional power sources. I'm working to coordinate with the other cells. Have them doing recon and watching for Abstergo. Rebecca's been monitoring your sessions. I'm hoping to duplicate some of the recordings and send them to other cells for future research. Also hoping there's a way to bypass some of these memories, but synchronization seems to dictate you progress in chronological order. Hopefully someday we'll have a way to move through memories more quickly. Would certainly save us a lot of time in situations like this. Yes, so despite all the fucking weird-ass patch notes that they had in the very beginning here, the one thing that she was unable to do, implemented a weather system, animals, moving assassinations, all kinds of good stuff, but no, we can't just skip to memories. Despite there being a mission replay segment right here, that I assume doesn't make you replay the entire game up to the one that you want to replay. Hurry! Why do you delay? If you do not retrieve the key in time, all the world will perish, and you with it. Yet you stop to talk or rest later. When your work is done, if I seem aggressive, if my words feel more imperative than request, it is because I fear that you will not succeed in time, and then all of us are doomed. Okay. My father was taken from me by human hands. What? A war, they called it, for their freedom. They were not even meant to exist. You were not meant to exist. We conjured you, a mistake, an error that cost us the world. My father would sing to me as a child, soft songs of hope and love, his voice forever stilled when your brutish ancestors took up axe and club. Later turned our own works against us. We might have known we might have known what was to come and averted it had you not dragged us into war. This is your fault. Wow. She sounds very upset. So, the first civilization made humans, and then humans went to war with them with axe and club. And that was apparently a big deal. They had like laser guns and shields and giant cities and the power to turn themselves into robots and all kinds of shit. Why was this even a problem? Why did they even make humans? Was it an attempt to not get killed by the sun? How did the humans even survive the sun if the first civilization didn't? American politics. You know, it's rather incredible the way your lunatic fringe tries to conjure the spirit of the Founding Fathers to support their various causes. And by incredible, I mean hilarious. They hold up slave-owning, sexist homophobes as if it's some sort of ideal to which one would aspire. Should aspire. Oh, and in case you think I added that last bit for fun, as the sexism and slavery bits are already common knowledge, sodomy was a criminal offense in every one of the 13 colonies, except for Georgia, and Thomas Jefferson, champion of personal liberty that he was, advocated for the castration of homosexuals. Lovely fellows, these founding fathers of yours, and now there's that new bit of madness with people asking for the removal of textbook references to their slave owning. Really, I have not heard of this, actually. In fact, I think that's bullshit. I think this game is making stuff up now. And before you think to turn it back around, and rightly, point out that their barbarism was inspired by English law, last I checked, two stupids don't make us smart. I thought the whole point of the revolution was to break free of the old ways, and it certainly doesn't recommend your founders as the sort of persons one should aspire to become, unless you aspire to become a manipulative bigot. Lest you think I'm championing some sort of leftist agenda. Holy shit, Sean wrote me a fucking essay on this. Some sort of leftist agenda. I'll gladly shame the internet tough guys who celebrate the Treaty of Tripoli as well. Shame on them for thinking it shows anything other than something taken straight out of the first grader's guide to international relations. I did not know that was a book. Its intent wasn't to prove America wasn't a Christian nation. They were saying they weren't going to reignite the Crusades. No, that would be delayed for a couple of centuries. Now, I don't believe your founding fathers wanted to establish a theocracy, and they probably did intend for the country to be welcoming of all religions, but this isn't proof of that. I suppose the point I'm trying to make, finally, is that people might want to spend a little less time romanticizing and manipulating the past, fat chance that, and a bit more time focusing on how to improve the future, better chance still. That's not to say there isn't plenty to be learned from looking back, because there is. It's just that most of those lessons wind up ignored or perverted these days. At best, it's disingenuous and unproductive. At worst, and often, it's rather dangerous. Well, I have to say that in overthrowing a huge government, I think that, overthrowing everything else at the same time would have been a bit too much to handle. A bit too much. I mean, they are still just people. Really. It's not like they were perfect. I don't think anyone even thinks that they were perfect. I certainly don't. Alright, well, you have anything left
Sorry,
to say?
Desmond.
Yeah.
A little busy right now.
Didn't think so. Seems we've exhausted their conversations this time around, and I feel like this is as good a point as any to call that a set. Yes, it was very fun. And maybe next time we'll finally get to explore New York instead of just going there and instantly getting arrested. Should prove to be fun. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next set.